Many men aspire to be taller. Leg lengthening surgery, also known as limb lengthening, is a revolutionary new cosmetic technique that can help short people achieve their dream of being taller. In the United States, an increasing number of people, mainly men, are pursuing this type of procedure. Leg lengthening is becoming more popular since it allows men and women to increase a few inches in height. However, some argue that the suffering involved in this procedure isn't worth the pain and trouble. It's analogous to the medieval torture stretch rack. The surgery is not only contentious, but it's also a time-consuming and unpleasant procedure. Leg lengthening surgery is prohibited in certain countries, while it is extremely popular in others. China, for example, is a proponent of this cosmetic operation, owing to the fact that many personal and employment advertisements in China state minimum height requirements. In Korea, where height is important for success, up to 600 limb lengthening procedures are claimed to be performed each year, with the promise of patients gaining 5 inches in height. Leg lengthening surgery costs around $85,000 in the United States, and only a few American doctors do the treatment. As a result, a rising number of medical tourists are flocking to Russia to undertake this cosmetic procedure, which costs a more affordable $16,000 there. In general, cosmetic surgery can add 2 to 3 inches to a patient's height. One male patient out of New York claimed to have grown 6 inches from this procedure. Persons with severe birth defects, children born with one leg longer than the other, persons whose limbs were broken in accidents, and people with dwarfism were all candidates for this procedure when it was first offered. However, some people, mainly guys, are now looking at it for solely cosmetic reasons. Men who get this type of cosmetic operation are suffering from height dysphoria, which means they are unhappy with their natural height. In 1951, a Soviet professor pioneered leg lengthening surgery in Russia to treat World War II veterans with leg injuries. A study on its usage for leg trauma is now being funded by the Pentagon. Leg lengthening is not a procedure for the faint of heart. The patient's tibia and fibula are broken in half, and a telescopic rod is inserted directly into the cartilage. The rod gradually pulls the bones apart, around 1 millimeter every day, over the course of around 3 months. The body's natural healing response when the leg bones are stretched apart is to create new bone, nerves, arteries, and skin to repair the area and fill in the gap. The bone break necessitates strategic accuracy, and the bone must be pushed apart gently enough to allow new bone to develop while also not healing too quickly. After this 3-month period, a strenuous physical therapy routine is required, as the bone might take up to 5 months to fully mend. Despite the fact that pain relievers are prescribed, doctors are unable to prescribe anti-inflammatory drugs since they may hinder bone formation. Patients are given pain relievers via injection, but there is a dosage limit in terms of tolerance and safety, both before the operation and during the physically demanding physical therapy procedure. It may sound like a brutal procedure to voluntarily put yourself through, but those that have had the procedure have generally reported great satisfaction with the results. Although it may appear to be a desperate and severe measure, height dysphoria is one of the few mental disorders that can be treated with a medical procedure. Some guys are undergoing this unpleasant and pricey operation that makes their legs longer to get taller and ultimately feel better about themselves. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video and check out our channel for more great content like this.